What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of The Nightlife. It's your girl Tanya, and in this video I am going to be doing another juice. The juice today is watermelon papaya juice. Now, spring is here, summer is coming, so I thought that I would try a light fruity juice. And the season is coming up where you can try all these different vegetables and fruits that are in season. So I think in the next few videos, juicing videos, we will attempt to do a few of the light, fresh, and fruity spring, summertime type juices. Now, I'm going to be using my Nama J2 as with before. I've got this personal watermelon, I've got some celery, I've got some English cucumbers. You know how we base it out with the cucumbers and the celery. It stretches the recipe out, gives you more yield. I've got this papaya. I have never juiced papaya before, so this will be a first, and you'll be with me here and you can try it with me. I have juiced watermelon in the past, just the bigger watermelons. I just thought this time I wanted to see what the smaller ones do, you know, how they behave when you juice them. Now you can juice them with the green on the whole watermelon. You can juice it with that on it, but in this recipe I choose not to. I'm going to show you how I take the rind off of this, but you can juice it with this on there. And I understand that there are a lot of microdense nutrients in there, lots of good stuff in there. I understand that, and you absolutely can juice them with the rind still on them. I've never juiced the papaya, so I don't know. I'm going to take the outer part off and I'll show you how I do that. I've already cleaned my English cucumbers. Now, I've used these before, and I've always told you the reason why I use these. They come in the plastic wrap, and so they don't have the wax on them like a regular kind of cucumber does. These are English cucumbers. These are called English cucumbers. They come with the wrapping on them, and I still clean them in a solution of vinegar and water. Just, you know, because that's what I do. That's for safety's sake. But they don't have the wax on them. You absolutely can you can substitute a regular cucumber for an English cucumber. That's your choice. It'll be your juice, so you use what works for you. Now, I've already gone ahead and cleaned the celery in a solution of vinegar and water. You know how we do. Soak it in a solution of vinegar and water. How much depends on how much celery you're using, but my standard is 2 cups of vinegar with a soak for 5 to 10 minutes on my produce. Now, I will set up to take the rind off of this watermelon and off of this papaya, and I'll come back and I'll show you how I do that. So stay tuned. Watermelon papaya juice. Now, with this watermelon, I have, like I said, I've soaked it in my solution of vinegar and water even before it hits my cutting board, so that's why I went ahead and cleaned it. But I'm going to cut the ends off so that I can have a flat, you know, just I want it to sit flat so that it's more stable. I'm going to cut the end off of this, and I hope that this is coming out well on camera. There we go. These are just the 2 little ends that come off the bottom. And like I said, you can absolutely juice these if that's your preference, because they do have some nutrients, microdense nutrients in there. And I've talked about before in the past, in my past videos, about the 100% food value, and I am taking away some food value because I'm going to be trimming all this off of this watermelon. And so remember what I said, nutritional food value is the 100% amount of nutrients in a specific item. So when I cut the rind off of this, and I'm just going to do it while I'm talking about it, just like we do our lemons and our oranges and our any type of rind type fruit or vegetable, I cut if I don't want to use the rind, I cut it off. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm going to do that all the way around. And make sure your knife is sharp. Mine isn't exactly as sharp as I'd like it to be, but I'm doing the best I can. I'm going to get most of it off. I may end up leaving some on, but yep. I'm just going to rotate it and cut the rind off, because I choose not to put the rind in my juice. But I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to get most of this off, and I just want to see the white part. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to keep doing it until I get as much off as, until I'm satisfied with the amount. I don't want to take too much off, because the white part has all the yummy goodness. So does the rind, but the white part mainly has the yummy goodness. And so, yep, cut that off. Cut that off. As much as I can. There we go. And that looks good to me. Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good. And then so what I'll do now is, of course, chop it in half. And I have 2 halves of the watermelon. And for the nama, you don't have to cut it up really small. You can just chop this in probably 4s, like this and like that. You can put it in there just like that. These 4 pieces will fit in the reservoir of the nama. I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. This is how I do my English cucumbers. Again, you don't have to cut them really small, because the nama reservoir is pretty big. I don't even have to cut them this small. But I'm, for the sake of, space and preparation surfaces, I'm kind of getting them out the way. But I don't have to cut them that small. I could actually do it like this. I could actually chop it like that, and that would be totally acceptable. See, they're not that small, and that would fit just fine in the nama reservoir, nama J2 reservoir. So that's how I do my cucumbers. Chop them up that way after I clean them. Be right back with the papaya. Now we are going to do this papaya now. Please excuse this papaya. I've had it for like 4 days, and my intention was to juice it like immediately, but I didn't get around to it, so here I am. But anyway, I've never juiced a papaya before. I'm going to take the skin off this much in the same fashion as I did the watermelon, and like I do lemons and oranges. I'm just going to take the outside layer off, leaving only a small, I don't know. Let's do it. So to give myself some stabilization, I'm going to cut the ends off, and it looks beautiful. I'm smelling it. It smells beautiful. Give myself some stabilization. These 2 ends, these are the end pieces that I just cut off either end of the papaya. And I am going to, like I said, much in the same fashion, take the knife and go around the outside without going too deep. And I'm going to remove the very little of the outside. See that? Very little of the outside. Very little. And my knife is not sharp at all. This will go a lot quicker with a sharper knife, I bet. But here we are. We're doing this anyway. In any case. So, do that. It smells really good. I mean, I have had papaya juice. I've never made it myself. Let me get some of this out the way. See, we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. We only have that little bit more to go. There we go. Don't want to lose that much of the... Would go so much better with a sharper knife. I'll have to remember that next time. Get some of that out the way. So let's see what we got. Not bad. Not bad. We still got this little piece right here. Get some of that off. Only because the skin was really gnarly. But for the most part, we got most of it off. So, see, we got most of it off. Some little pieces, little areas where it can be cleaned up. That and that. It smells sweet. I can't wait to taste this. Okay, so I am going to chop this in half. I don't know how you chop. I'll chop it long ways like this. Ooh, isn't that pretty? It smells really good. Yep, that smells so good. I don't know why I thought it would have seeds in it, y'all. I don't know. So, like I said, anyway, you in the nama, you don't have to chop it in really small pieces. So what I'm going to do is chop it like this. And there we go. In the nama, the directions when you're juicing call for you to put the softest stuff on the bottom. This is not that soft. This is actually rather firm. So I'm thinking we're going to put the watermelon in first. Then the cucumbers, then the papaya, and yeah, we're going to put the watermelon, cucumbers, papaya, and then celery. That's how we're going to juice it. So stay tuned, we'll be back. Now, here's what I got for our juice. Change of plans. I had 2 of these personal watermelons, but I tasted the watermelon and I decided that I'm going to save one so that my family and I can just eat that one because it was so delicious. But I still have one whole one that we will be juicing for this recipe. So for this recipe, watermelon papaya juice, we have some watermelon, we have some English cucumber, I can't speak, English cucumber. We have some papaya. We have 1 whole papaya. 1 whole package of celery is what we will be putting in this juice. And I found some lemons. And I'm going to put 1 lemon in here. What I wish I had, and I'll bet it would taste good. I don't have any ginger this time. That's my star ingredient in each of my juices. I don't have any ginger this time. Also, you probably could put some mint in there, and that would taste just as good too. I mean, it would probably be a good supplement to this juice. So, watermelon papaya, watermelon, English cucumber, papaya, celery, and lemon. Stay tuned. So I think we're ready. We got the nama all queued up, and like I said, the reservoir is pretty big in here. Let me just adjust this so I can show you before I start putting stuff in here. It's pretty big in there. It's pretty big in there, and well, it won't start with nothing in there. Anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to show you. But I'm going to start putting the ingredients in. Like I said, I'm gonna put the watermelon first. Then I decided to do the papaya, cucumbers, and then the celery, and then the lemon. So here we go. Watermelon. Let's load some watermelon up in there. See these big chunks I'm putting in here? Watermelon. Some papaya. Some cucumber. Some celery. All right, you guys, the watermelon papaya juice is all done. I've got my glass of ice and we are going to test it out. Got my glass of ice. Got the juice, watermelon papaya. Let's see. I like the color on it. I like the color on it. Let's see how it tastes. It's not overly sweet. I like it. It's light. It wouldn't be like my favorite, but I like it. It's not too sweet, so if you're counting calories and counting how much sugar you're supposed to have, the little personal watermelon wasn't that sweet because I tasted it before I juiced it. It wasn't that sweet. The papaya smelled sweet. I didn't taste it before I juiced it, but this could probably, next time I would put some ginger in it, another lemon, probably some, some mint, something to, it doesn't have any bite to it. It's not even really fruity. It's just bleh. I would say if you're trying to get your hydration in, it would be a good juice for hydration. But let me see. Really refreshing. So, it's not horrible. I would make it again. I would drink it. I wouldn't make a whole bunch of it, but I like it. It's not horrible. So try it out. Try it out. Let me know what you think. It's watermelon papaya juice, and the ingredients are listed throughout the video. Yeah, go try it. If you found value in this content, guys, please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you stuck with me through, I can't even speak. If you stuck with me through to the end, thank you so much. Don't be a stranger. Come back. And don't forget to laugh and smile and enjoy life. You're great. You're awesome. Amazing things will happen. God bless you.